That's what's going on. You can bet one, you can bet them all. This is Sprawl and Colin. We're going to do a UFC Fight Night 74. Kicking it off, Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira. Max Holloway sitting at a minus 225 currently, with Oliveira coming at a plus 195. This is a really intriguing fight, and if you already are watching my video, I would hope that you've already listened or done your research. When it comes down to it, I'm seeing Max Holloway. He should clear outpoint, and this is a good counter move play as well. Even if he doesn't get the finish, he's gonna rack up at least 100 strikes out there, unless Oliveira can submit him early, and I just don't see it happening. Max Holloway for the win. Next we got Eric Silva, Neil Magny. This one is very interesting because Neil Magny is a late replacement coming off of that horrible, dominating loss of Damian Maia. Now here's the thing that comes into play that some people I don't think are understanding. Yes, I do know that Eric Silva, he is a first round finisher. The guy is a shotgun type fighter, and he is really good at it. Sometimes Magny is susceptible to that, but only if he can get finished. We're not fighting in Brazil, folks. We are not fighting in Brazil. Eric Silva is going to have to travel to the United States, away from his hometown crowd of chanting "slit his throat." And I do believe that Neil Magny is going to pull out the finish and the upset victory. The underdog for the win in Neil Magny. Next we have Josh Bergman and Patrick Cote. Well, this one's interesting too because you got an old guy and some guy who thinks that he's really good and wants to be really good and then doesn't do what he says he's going to do in interviews. Bergman sitting at a minus 135, Cote at a plus 105. This one is a pick'em in my eyes, and what it comes down to is what I believe is experience, a little bit of chin, and the want to take this to the fight that Patrick Cote has been initiating in his past fights. Clinch, cage, takedown, control. And then therefore I am picking Patrick Cote for the win and the another underdog victory. Next we have Chad Priest and Francisco Trinaldo. Originally in my, before this fight ever came a week ago, I was saying Chad Priest, lock, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he's sitting at a minus 350. Do I want to bet that straight up? No. Do I want to take a jab at the end of the distance or the 3-round decision? Not really. Am I going to throw him in a parlay? Yes. Yeah, I will. But I do not like the price tag. And the fact that he is not a proven finisher is one of the things that scares me. Nonetheless, I am taking Chad Priest for a finish against the also traveling Francisco Trinaldo for the loss with his buddy Eric Silva. Trinaldo only gets his power from the crowd, and there is going to be zero crowd here, folks. Chad Priest for the clear-cut win. Next we have his counterparter, Olivier Mercier versus Tony Sims. Mercier coming in at minus 250. This guy's the only one that scares me. I'm not going to lie, the initial times I picked against both of these guys. Bummer. Nonetheless, Mercier scares me when my money is on him. And that is a fact. Every time I have my money on him, I'm like crossing my fingers. Last time I did do an in the distance play with, a couple unit plays, and Luckily, he got that crazy submission, but I was more or less like biting my fingernails until it happened. Mercier for the win. Sims late replacement just doesn't. It spells disaster. Last on the main card, we have Maria Moros and Valerie Letourneau. Moros sitting at a minus 200, Letourneau at a plus 160. Here's the thing. We have Moros, who is like I want to say a 6-0, versus Letourneau, who is a 6-3. Letourneau is she's a TriStar. Do I need to say more? Can I just say TriStar? Do I have to explain what she's capable of? Moros. Honestly, the girl is undersized in this weight class. She came off of a spectacular win at a plus 500 against Joanne Calderwood. I don't believe that is going to happen again. Calderwood was coming off of the hype, and the girl already has a shit for mindset when she's fighting at home or even fighting, period. Letourneau, however, does not have a shitty mindset, and therefore I do believe that she is going to hip toss her way to a decision victory with top control. Maybe not many strikes or anything, but a clear decision of lay and pray by Team TriStar. Valerie Letourneau for the win. And once again, thanks again, guys, for viewing. This is Sprawl and Call. I'm your host, C. Rich. Forever and always, fellas, don't blow your bankrolls. Please follow my NFL picks, and I'm going to start making videos for them. I'm already knocking it out of the ballpark week 1 of the preseason. Don't blow your bankrolls. Have fun. Later, guys.